best friend Arsene and I decided to go to an old abandoned hospital on the outskirts of our village in the evening. This idea seemed great to us, to prove to everyone that we are not cowards, and to check whether they are telling the truth that evil spirits live in that place. As we approached the hospital gates, their old rusty metal creaked in the faint breeze. Behind the fence was a building with a collapsed roof and broken windows. The sky had already darkened, and the light of the lantern that Arsene had brought with him barely made its way through the thick darkness. "Well, are you ready?" Arsene asked, smiling tightly. "I'm ready. It's just a building. There's nothing to be afraid of," I replied, trying to sound cool. We stepped over the threshold, and a strange feeling came over my head. It seemed as if the air had become heavy and the silence deafening. It smelled damp and rotten inside. Remnants of peeling paint hung on the walls, and old papers and pieces of furniture littered the floor. We walked carefully, not making too much noise. On the second floor, we heard the first sound, a quiet whisper. The words were indistinct, but it came from somewhere in the dark corridor. "Did you hear that?" I asked in a whisper. Arsene just nodded, shining his flashlight in the direction of the sound. As we walked on, the whispers grew louder. Now he seemed like a woman's voice chanting something. Suddenly, the lantern in Arsene's hands flickered and went out. "What's wrong with him?" he hissed, trying to turn it on again. I took out my phone, but the screen didn't light up. Total darkness enveloped us. And then I felt it. The cold, sticky air at my back. It felt like someone was standing next to me, very close, and breathing down my neck. "Arsene," I began, but then he screamed. His voice was filled with terror. I turned around, but I didn't see anything, only darkness. And then I heard footsteps. Not ours, but someone else's. They sounded all over the stairs, as if someone was coming up to us. Arsene rushed to the exit. I ran after him, but my legs felt like lead, and my heart was about to jump out of my chest. I heard something running after us. When we ran outside, it seemed to me that we were saved, but I was wrong. As soon as I turned to the building, I saw a face in one of the windows. Pale with empty eye sockets, it stared straight at me. I have never returned there since that evening. Arsene was silent about what had happened for a long time, but one day he confessed that at night he dreamed of this face standing by